Hi, I'm Andy Kinder, and today you join me at the fantastic Maver Dynamite Hayfield Lakes, where today, rather cloudy, a little blustery summer's day, but hopefully we're going to be doing a little bit of shallow fishing, catching a few carp and putting the MVR performance pole through its paces. So let's get on with it, see how we go. Well, now we've started shallow fishing. Summertime, you know, sun's out, them fish are basking, cruising near the surface, looking for bait. Just a brilliant, brilliant way of fishing. And yeah, some days the fish are going to be a lot more active and not, but you know, the conditions what we've had some really, really warm, sunny days, and them fish are wanting to feed in the upper layers. They finish the spawning, they're looking round for bait. So you know, what other better way is there than shallow fishing? And shallow fishing is not the easiest of things to do, but you get it right, follow a few simple guidelines, you can put a load of fish on bank. And all I'm basically doing, I'm not feeding many pellets, but literally half a dozen pellets. Then it's a case of picking my rig out and turning it over. It's what we call slapping. You know, we're slapping that rig, and it's basically to imitate some more pellets that have gone in the water. You're basically trying to trick a wary carp into thinking that your float, when you've turned your rig over and you slapped it, is some more pellets going in. And we basically 2 or 3 slaps, hold on to your float, because nine times out of 10 you'll get a bite just as your rig's about to settle up. And all I'm doing, I'm literally feeding 4 and 5 pellets. Don't want to put lots of pellets in, but literally 4 and 5 pellets just to try and trigger that response into like getting them fish competing, hear them pellets, hit the surface, ringing that dinner bell. And just trying to get one to make a mistake and take yours. Well, there we go. I don't think it's a big cat. I think it's one of the Carassios what live here. But they'll happily feed shallow. And that was a perfect bite, really, in which for shallow fishing. Fed a few pellets. There we go. Few pellets. Couple of slaps, just as that rig's tightening up, nailed it. There we go. Little Carassio, let's put him back. Nice little start. Hopefully the bigger carp will move in as soon as you get used to them pellets falling. Little tip, yeah, we've caught a fish, yeah, we're fishing hard pellets, but change that pellet, put a brand new pellet on. You know, the pellets which you're actually feeding out there are hard pellets, they've had no water around them, so you know, you want to try and get it as close to the actual loose feed as what you're fishing. So little tip, catch fish, put a brand new pellet on, after you fish 4 or 5 minutes, bring it back in, always keep changing that pellet. Now, a good little tip for you there, because when water's been on, they get that little coating around the outside and they don't look the same as the ones you're feeding. So, good little tip for you there, shallow fishing. Also, when you're bottom fishing as well. So what we do now, we repeat the process. We pick half a dozen pellets up, feed. Ship out to where we want to get. Couple of 3 slaps. Mimic them pellets going in. And hopefully we get another. Not the easiest of days with this wind. It's blustery round and swirling round, but them fish are still wanting to be up. They're wanting to be up. It's a deep water is Hayfield, and you know the fish do feed shallow. Even depths of winter, you'll catch these fish well off bottom. Right, well, we're shallow fishing today, and let me tell you all about this MVR performance pole. Now, some of you will have seen me use it before on my match chat programs when we've been margin fishing and things like that. Now, I always have this pole in my bag. It's a fantastic pole for really all-round fishing for a lot of things. You know, if you were doing a lot of margin work, perfect. Doing some shallow work like we're doing today, it's got that lovely action, but a nice stiff action. It gives you that lovely balance in which you can perform with it, flick the rig over, do anything you like. And that's why it's always in my bag. If I feel that I'm going to be catching a lot of fish and I want a pole what I can physically throw about, catch myself loads of fishing edge, shallow fishing, things like that, really is a brilliant pole. And yeah, a comprehensive spares package. You get a power kit in the pole, 3 spare power kits, you get a cupping kit, you get an half extension. But the other good thing about this pole is it's available in tool lengths. So you've got either 13 metres or 14.5. So when I'm out and about and round my shops and talking to people, you don't always want a 16 metre pole, or they don't want a 14.5 metre pole because they don't do that type of fishing. Well, that's your baby, because you can buy it 13 or 14.5. Starts from $8.99. Nice spares package, absolute gem of a pole, I must admit. And with a 2-year warranty, spares backup service from the office. You know, if you ever have a problem, any spare part, you can ring our office at any time, and a spare part's going to be with you within a couple of days, either from ourselves or from your local Maver dealer. What more do you want out of the pole? Only to catch a load of fish like we're going to now. Right, let's just talk you through all the kit we've used today to catch these fish here on Hayfield Lakes. Right, for the start, yeah, we've got the Powerlite power kits, Trico 12-14 elastic. That elastic for shallow fishing, you know, is absolutely superb. It's lovely, it's stretchy, especially in this deep water. You hook one and it wants to power off down to the bottom. That lovely, come out of your pole, beautiful, but powers up really, really quickly, and yeah, will land you any fish that swims on any commercial shallow fishing. Love it, absolutely love it. You know I like the 15-18 for my margin fishing. Well, that for even bottom fishing, you know, you get away with that bottom fishing, but that really, really good. So 12-14, can't beat that, really, really good. Float wise, It's the MVR Series 6. Really like these. You can see they're quite a short sort of dumpy float, fibre bottom, nice thick bristle. You know, at the end of the day, it's always sometimes a tricky light on here. So you need something you can see. You can see that all the bristles on them. 0.3, it's not a light float, but at the end of the day, I'm not fishing that shallow. But you need something that's got that little bit of stability to it, that when you slap your rig over, you're wanting to hold that line dead tight to it as it's going down. So as your float goes in, you've slapped it, your pole's here, you're wanting to hold that line dead tight to float. You get that sun indication, and it's sucking itself against the pole tip. 018 MVR rig mono, there's my main line. You know, beautiful line, it's strong, it's robust, it's really supple, and it is exactly what it says on the tin. It's 018, you mic it up, it is 018. Love that line. Use it for literally my pole rigs, my feeder hook lengths, my method hook lengths. Awesome line. Yeah, so we come down to the rig itself, and you can see I'm roughly set about 2.5 to 3 foot deep, which, yeah, it's shallow. We're probably talking 10 to 12 foot out there. So, you know, I've not come really shallow. There's really been no signs that the fish are really up. So, you know, 2.5 foot, 3 foot, nice starting depth. If you start to miss bites, you can always shallow it up. But that is a perfect depth to catch him here at Hayfield. And shotting wise, I've got a 6-inch hook length on, 016, again the MVR rig mono. I've got a carp wide gape 16, banded hook length on. Really as simple as that. And you can see I've got a bulk roughly 10 inches from my hook. So I've got 3 number 9s bulk there, and that's the rig. 2 number 10s under my float, that's just to cock the float so I can hold bang tight to it. And it's as simple as that. As I'm slapping the rig over, you've got 3 slaps. You've got the float, what makes 1 noise, you've got the bulk, what makes the 2nd noise, and then you've got the pellet, what makes the 3rd noise. So as you're slapping that pole over, you're getting them 3 slaps on the surface, and hopefully encouraging them carp to come up, see it, hear it, and then nail your pellet. So there's my hardware. It'll catch you a load of fish anywhere you go on any commercial fishery. Oh, there we go. There we go. Well, what a great day. Yeah, took a little bit of time to get them going, but we knew they were going to come shallow, and sure enough they have. So, you know, that constant feeding, just gradually trickling a few pellets in, constantly slapping the rig over, it's triggered them fish into having a go. And you know, the fish don't always want to be 6 inches. You know, we've caught the majority of the fish today between 2.5 and 3 foot, which I think is an ideal depth in which them fish want to feed. The pole's lived up to all expectations, you know, brilliant pole for this game. The elastic's done its work. The float, well, you're just firing pellets at it. But you need to see it go under when there's one on, and that it's done its job. So we're going to make this last fish at day. There we go. Love these landing nets, really good. That one chance it came up, nailed it. Look at that. Nice ghosty to finish on. It's even hooked itself in net for me. Perfect. So let's put this rig down. There you go. Beautiful shallow coat ghosty. perfect weather, sun's out, fish are up, what more do we want? Let's get him back.